If you're over 50 and the idea of teaching art classes both excites you and makes you want to run away, this video will show you how to do it calmly for real income. Maybe you love helping people with their art, but you are scared you are not qualified to teach, or you have already run a workshop that left you exhausted, underpaid, or doubting yourself. Your age is not the problem. The problem is trying to teach without a clear lane, a clear offer, clear boundaries, and a clear enrollment path. In this video, I'll walk you through a 4-part framework for how to teach art classes for income as an older artist. We'll learn what to teach, who to teach, how to price and structure it, and a 30-day plan to test it gently. Stay to the end because I'll share the exact workshop format I would choose first if I was starting again at 50. Feeling shy and needing my art to help pay the bills. Hi, I'm Simone. I'm an abstract artist and an ex-business analyst from the corporate world in my 50s. I'm building my art business from scratch alongside fluctuating health, family, and real life. I know how powerful teaching can be for income and confidence and how quickly it can grow wrong without a plan. Teaching is not separate from your art income plan. It is one possible part of it. Here is what I see again and again. Some older artists really want to teach, but they keep saying, I'm not qualified, I don't know enough, I wouldn't know where to start. So the idea stays in their head for years, and the potential workshop income never even gets a chance. Others jump straight into teaching without a structure. They do very long days, say yes to any topic people ask for, charge too little, and end up drained, doubting themselves and thinking, teaching's not for me. Here is the structure we're going to use. 1. Choose your teaching lane and learner. What you actually teach and who you are teaching for. Number 2, design a simple class or workshop offer. And what I mean is choose a clear format, outcome, price, group size that supports your 1K month plan. Then plan your logistics and boundaries. This is the practical piece that protects your time, energy, and students' experience. And then finally, create one simple enrollment path and visibility plan. We're going to choose a teaching lane and a learner. So here's the question to ask yourself, or the questions to ask yourself. What do people already ask me for help with? What part of my process feels clear enough that I could guide a beginner through it? What do I feel most comfortable around? Absolute beginners, improvers, other older artists. Here are some examples of teaching lanes. You could do a relaxed abstract painting for complete beginners, or a gentle introduction to acrylics for adults over 40, or a mixed media play day for women who want to reconnect with their creativity, or a mindful marbling afternoon for anxious beginners, simple drawing for people who say they can't draw. You don't need to be a world expert. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the people you are teaching in the lane that feels honest and natural to you. For now, pick one teaching idea that feels close to what you already do and who you already like spending time with. The payoff here is that you move from I should teach something to I help this kind of person with this kind of art experience. Okay, so now we need to understand that without a clear offer, you'll either undercharge, overcomplicate, or both. I want your first class or workshop offer to be short, 2 to 3 hours, not a whole day. Focused, one main outcome, not 10. Contained, a small group size that feels safe for you. For example, your offer might look like 2-hour abstract painting taster for adults. Group, 6 to 8 people, and your outcome, each person leaves with one finished small piece. Price, for example, 35 to 55 per person, depending on your area and costs. Or you could do a half-day marbling workshop for beginners. Group size could be 5 to 6, and your outcome could be each person leaves with a small stack of marbled papers and a basic understanding of the process. The process, not the process, the process. The price, set to cover your materials, room, your time, and a profit. To get an understanding of what you want to offer, ask yourself these questions. What will students leave with that feels tangible? How many people can I realistically hold space for and still enjoy the day? And how does this workshop plug into my 1,000 a month? How many workshops at this price would I need? If you've already set baseline prices and offer, use those numbers as a starting point. Don't forget to add on, though, your materials you provide, room or venue hire, and your preparation and recovery time. The payoff for designing a simple offer is you now have a clear, simple teaching offer you can explain in one paragraph instead of a vague, I might run a workshop one day. A calm class or workshop is not just about what you teach, though. It's about how you set up the practical side so it fits your life. Think about your venue. Is it a home studio, a community hall, a hired space, or a shared venue? What about access, parking, toilets, lighting, tables, heating, etc.? Timing. What is the length of the session? For example, 2.5 hours, including a short break. Setup time before, cleanup time after. What time of day that works best for your energy and your learners? What materials are you going to provide? Paints, paper, brushes, aprons, etc. What they need to bring, a sketchbook, an old shirt, reference photos, etc. And how you will lay everything out so it feels welcoming and not chaotic. And remember your boundaries and stick to them. Maximum number of students, clear start and finish times, cancellation and refund policy, and how you will handle over-talking, dominant personalities, or late arrivals kindly but firmly is the best. You don't have to get this perfect. Practice makes perfect. You just need a simple written plan that you can refine over time with practice. Ask yourself, after teaching, do I have time to rest and reset? Does this schedule feel realistic with my other responsibilities? What do I need to say no to protect this plan? Remember the payoff. Teaching stops being a blurry, overwhelming idea and becomes a practical step-by-step day you can imagine yourself actually running. Now, if nobody knows about your class, or if booking is confusing, it will not fill. This is where How I Will Be Seen and Heard plugs in. For this first offer, I want you to choose one way people hear about the class and one way people book and pay. For example, visibility. You might choose to do something like one email to your list or close circle, 1 or 2 posts on your main social platform, a simple flyer or notice on a local board if that suits your area. Or you could do all 3 if you've got that time and that energy. Now your enrollment path. You need a very simple booking page on your website or a clear email instruction such as email me with workshop in the subject to book your place, and you send payment details. The most important thing is to keep it human and keep it clear. For example, you could say something like, I'm running a 2-hour abstract painting class for complete beginners on date, whatever, in location, wherever. There are 6 places. You will leave with 1 finished small piece and a simple way to keep going at home. The class is £45, materials included. If you'd like to join us, email me with workshop in the subject and I'll send you the booking details. Simple, clear, and gives everything that the person needs to attend. The great payoff here is that people know what the class is, who it's for, when it is, what it costs, and exactly how to say yes. Now, rather than redesigning your whole life around teaching, I want you to run a small, low-risk experiment. So, here's a simple 30-day structure. Week 1, decide your lane and outcome. So what I mean is, choose your teaching lane and your ideal learner. Write 1 clear sentence about who your class is for and what they'll leave with. Draft a rough outline of your 2 to 3 hour session. Then in week 2, design your offer and logistics. So in this, you'd set a price, a group size, and a duration. You'd choose a venue and a date that gives you enough runway. Write down your basic logistics and boundaries. What you provide, what they bring, set up, clear up, etc. Then in week 3, invite a small group. Create one simple page or email with the key details and how to book. Invite a small group of people, your email list, for example, local contacts or friends of friends who match your learner. Share once or twice on your main platform, clearly stating who it's for and how many places you have. Then in week 4, run a tiny test and review. Run the workshop, or if numbers are very small, even a beta version with a few trusted people at a reduced price in exchange for feedback. Then afterwards, ask yourself these questions. What went well? Where did I feel stretched but okay? What would I change next time? Decide whether this offer is something you'd like to repeat, adjust, or park for now. If 30 days feels too fast, stretch this over 60. The point is to move from thinking about teaching to actually trying it in a way that feels safe. If you follow this simple structure, I can promise it will make teaching into an enjoyable and profitable experience for your art business and your creative life. So, if I was starting again at 50, feeling shy and needing income from teaching, what would I choose first? I would start with a 2 to 2.5 hour beginner-friendly class for 6 to 8 adults in one simple process-based technique that I love and find calming. I choose a venue that feels safe and easy for me to set up. For example, a 2-hour abstract painting class for complete beginners who want a gentle, encouraging space to play with colour and mark making and leave with one small finished piece for their home. I would include all materials, price it so that a full group meaningfully contributes to my $1,000 a month income total. Run it once a month or once every 2 months if that feels more comfortable to start with. But importantly, focus on making this one format feel solid before I added anything else. You might choose drawing or watercolor, marbling, collage, or something else entirely. The key is that your first class is simple, repeatable, and aligned with how you actually like to create. If this helped you see teaching as something you can do calmly, rather than something reserved for other people, I'd love to know where you're starting from. Tell me in the comments how old you are and what kind of art class or workshop feels most aligned for you to teach first. Next, if you want to see how teaching fits into the bigger income picture, watch my video on designing your first $1,000 a month from your art and the one on the skills you need to sell your art. If you're also thinking about selling originals and prints or commissions, there are videos in this series that will walk you through those paths too. If you want my full 7-step plan for artistic success with all the videos and the accompanying workbooks and templates, you'll find it in one place with prompts and checklists designed specifically for artists over 50 or not. This is a free resource waiting for you. The link is in the description below. And if you're ready for more personalized support to build a calm, sustainable art business in midlife, then you can find the link to my one-to-one personal coaching in the description below. Like the video if it helped you, subscribe if you're an artist over 50 building your art business, and I will see you in the next one. That was so lucky. I just remembered I'd forgot to put my microphone on, so it would have been great if I'd filmed this whole video without any sound. Yes, not a good way to start. And the confidence to keep going at home, tongue-tied today, and refine your class. Refine your class and refine your offer, even.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. Maybe